Hallowell home stood on the highest rise of Blackwood Hill, its roof sharp against the sky, its tall windows facing the town below like watchful eyes. The townspeople admired it from afar, for it was a house of wealth and order, a place where curtains were always drawn at the same hour and carriages arrived with measured precision. Even on the brightest mornings, however, the windows seemed dark, as though the sun itself refused to enter. The air around the house was still, unnaturally so, and the silence that clung to it unsettled those who passed too close. The Hallowells were respected, their names spoken with reverence in church pews and in the ledger books of the town's commerce. Augustus Hallowell, the patriarch, was known for his firm handshake and deliberate speech, a man whose composure was seen as strength. His wife Eleanor was regarded as graceful and patient, admired for her calm even in sorrow, for sorrow seemed to follow them. Every few years the church bells rang for the birth of a new Hallowell child, and neighbors brought flowers, gifts, and prayers. But always, before the child could turn 5, there was another announcement, this time cloaked in mourning. No grave was ever visited, no marker raised, yet the family stood dressed in black, their grief displayed with impeccable restraint. At first the townsfolk pitied them, whispering about curses and frail bloodlines. But as the pattern repeated, unease grew. Too many children vanished, too quietly, with no illness known, no physician called. People began to notice the silence that followed each loss, how quickly mourning gave way to normal routine, how Augustus never spoke of his sons and daughters again, once they were gone. The children were erased from conversation as if they had never been. Eleanor's eyes were sometimes seen from a window, watching the street below with an emptiness that unsettled those who caught her gaze. The family smiled in church, but their pew always seemed too empty, their prayers too rehearsed. The house itself reflected this unease. It was too neat, too clean, its grounds clipped to perfection, its shutters unweathered despite the years. No toys littered the yard, no laughter spilled from open windows. Carriages came and went,